Hi, my name is Chris Nelson, and thank you for joining the National Karate Online e-learning program. In this segment, we're going to talk about elbow, how to hit somebody with an elbow. So elbow would be a tight technique, and we always talk about distance. An elbow would be if someone's grabbing you, you're real close. And when we hit elbow, it's actually not the elbow. Elbow is technically the thing on the end, right? What I'm really actually hitting with is the part of the forearm. So if I'm coming in, boom, and I'm hitting like that. So one way to practice really is just to open your hand and hit it with the lower part, the last 4 inches of your forearm. That's the elbow. So you could, for a drill, you could just do 10 of these, both sides. So I'm just hitting my hand, all right? Or we could hit some targets. So I'm gonna hit a couple of targets. And if you have some pads that you purchased from us at home, you can use that. You can use a couch cushion for something like this. I'm gonna start with one of the oval targets. So the thing about oval targets, like if I hit a person's face, it's really solid. This is kind of flimsy. So if you're gonna use one of these, what you have to do is actually kind of have to hit back at it. So he's gotta give me some resistance. So notice, as I'm hitting, he's gonna be hitting me back. Ready, go. Bang, bang, bang. See how that works? Okay, let's try it on a bigger pad. All right, and this you could, if you don't have one of these, you could use a couch cushion. Let's get in a little bit closer. Here's what I want to stress. When I hit with the elbow, my elbow has to be on the same level as my shoulder. Okay, so if I was going to hit him to the stomach with it, I don't want to go here and have my elbow lower than my shoulder, because then power goes over and actually you kind of hurt your shoulder. So if I was going down, I need to drop my body weight. So I would step down and hit that way. See how my elbow is still on the same level as my shoulder? Bang. So I'm getting that. And then the core body part of it is just like a punch. We've talked about that before. When I punch, the power doesn't actually come from the arm. It comes from the hips, it comes from the legs. So it's all that torque that comes in. Elbow, even more so. It's tighter. Bang. Bang. All right. So that's the front elbow. And then I'm going to do a reverse elbow. So let's switch sides for that. Now, same thing. Remember we talked about we're not hitting with the tip of the elbow. In a reverse elbow, it's the same thing. I'm actually hitting with the top 4 inches of that, just above the elbow actually. So I'm hitting here. Now, because the elbow is a short technique, you need to get a lot of extra space with it. So I want to think about a range of motion rather. I want to extend my arm and then drive through here. So it's not very effective just to do that. I need to extend, preferably use both hands, and step in. So if I can go between his feet, even that's even better. I step in, bam, step in, bam. One more, boom. If he was choking me from behind, then I would just extend here, come back, okay? And it's just extension gives you a lot more power and hit. If he was in real tight choking me, then I would come here, here, headbutts, knees. Those are all the things that are in real tight. Okay, so that's it for the elbow. Practice that. What I would say is practice on your hand 10 times each side. If you get someone to hold a cushion or a heavy bag, work on that 10 or 15 times. Work at getting your hips into it. Work at getting your shoulders into it. All right, we'll see you next segment.